Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Jolene, and I'm the author of the Galarium Sea series, the Moonrise Beach series, and the new Heartbreaker series. So in today's video, I'm doing my very first currently inked video. I have done a few ink videos in the past, just kind of sharing some of my fountain pen unboxings and also inks, but I haven't actually done a full formal currently inked before, but I thought that it might be a fun new series to kind of try on my channel. So for those of you who like fountain pens and inks like me, you may find this enjoyable. I do plan on changing up my pens and inks monthlies to match the sticker kits in my shop. I do use those to decorate my planners and journals, and that's kind of how I'm basing my pens and inks off of. I'm going to choose colors that will match the different stickers that I'm going to be using in my planners and journals. So first let me talk about the journal itself, and then I will go into a little bit more of how I chose the pens and inks for this month, and then I'll actually show you the pens and inks. So first off, this is my ink journal for 2025. If you watched my journal system lineup, you may have seen this already. This cover is from Hobonichi. It is the A6 Search and Collect cover. This is one of my favorite covers ever. I just love how simple and kind of classic and elegant it looks. I think it's just gorgeous. So inside I actually have a Midori A6 notebook. This is just a blank one. I chose blank because if I'm going to use it for a swatch book, I don't want the grid or the lines in it. I have started using this already, and here I've just been doing some writing samples for some of the new inks and pens that I've had. So I just write like a quote. In this case, it's actually a quote from my own book, and then I write like the pen and the ink. So I have a few pages of that. I also do a little bit of collaging with some of the inks. And I stamp with them as well, and then I just write what the ink name is. So I've been doing a little bit of that, as you guys can see. So I'm just having fun with it. I think it's not going to be something that I want to keep like super neat and tidy, super systematic. I kind of just want to play with it, make it kind of whimsical and playful because it's kind of like a hobby for me. So I do have these currently ink stickers from my shop. You can get them on craft paper, this white matte paper, and also transparent paper. So I actually just put that there at the top. So I have that for a few months. And on this side of the page, I'll probably list out all of the pens that I'm going to be using. And then on this side, I was thinking at the end of the month that maybe I can write a few notes about my experience with the pen and ink combination, maybe what I liked and what I didn't like about the pens that I chose. So yeah, it's gonna be just a fun kind of journey documenting that. So that's what I'm going to be using for the month. I kind of decorated the front. This cover on cover is a plastic one from Midori as well. So that is what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be inking up around like 5 to 4 pens per month, and I'm using this smaller Eurolico pen pouch to house everything. So I have my 5 pens that I'm going to be using for the month of January in here, and I also have some of these Wearing Goal swatch cards because I am going to be swatching a couple of inks that I don't already have in my ink swatch book. So I have this here as kind of like an extra organization system. So I know a lot of people like to put their swatches in their ink journal, but I kind of want to have it separate so that I can organize it by brand. So you can see here I have some Pilot inks that I have already been using in here. I have more that I need to swatch, so that will probably come in a new video. And then I have some Diamine ones here and some Ferris Wheel Press. Again, still have so many inks to swatch in here, so actually we'll probably do a couple more in this video and add it here. So this way I can organize my inks by brand. And then I do have a traveler's notebook insert where I swatch them by color so that I can have like a whole view of all my blue inks and green inks. So those are going to be like how I organize everything in terms of like my ink swatches. But this guy right here is going to be where I do like my writing samples and my currently inks, my collaging, the more creative stuff, and this will be more of like my inventory. So that's how I've been kind of organizing my inks and pens. So let me now go into a little bit of like why I chose these pens, and then I'll show you the inks that I decided to pair with it. So these are my journals. If you watch my journal system lineup, you may be already familiar with these, but I have my Passport Traveler's Notebook, which I use as a daily journal. And then I also have this standard size or regular size. This has my goals bullet journal in it, and then it also has my weekly highlight. So I can kind of show you how I'm going to be using this. So I decorate using these sticker kits from my shop. This one is the Winter Cabin decorative kit, so they are the larger stickers that I have in my shop. And what I've done is I've decorated all of the pages for the month, and this is how I'm going to decide what ink and pen combo I'm going to be using for each journal. So I have already pre-decorated everything for the month. So as you guys can see, that's all done. And then same with my journal here. This is my daily journal. So I have this sticker kit here that I use. This is actually from Lauren Phelps Designs. It's from the Advent box. So I collaborated with her and 12 other shops to create an advent calendar that came out last month. So if you got that box, you got some of these stickers. These are actually the PET tapes that she included in her day. So I added those there, and I added some of these girls as well. Those are just stickers from my shop. So I am using that as inspiration to pull my inks and also my pens from. And then I also have my A5 reading journal. This is a Hobonichi journal. And in here, again, what I've done is pre-decorated for the month of January. So here is my full page stickers that I'm using to track my books that I need to read. So I'll write my list here. And then this is how I pre-decorated it. So this kit actually is from my shop. It's also the decorative kit. This is actually a spring kit called Rainy Days. And I just used the floral page. So you can see that this lace and the florals are all from those pages. And then I just grabbed one of the scene pages and used that to decorate. So that is for the reading journal, and then also for my A5 Daily Duo, which is a ring-bound planner. I'm going to be using this kit. This is from my shop. It's the A5 Daily Duo kit, and this one's Leo Floral, so it has a lot of blues. My theme for January is lots of blues, lots of grays. We have a few like light pinks and peach colors too that kind of pop in and out. Lots of ivories as well. So that's kind of like a sneak of the pens and inks that I'm going to be using. So let me now show you the actual pens and inks. Now I'm going to start to show you all of the inks that I have chosen. So let's start with my daily journal. This is probably the most important one for me because I find I get the most joy out of this little journal. So to match the Lauren Phelps Design PET tapes, I decided to go for a LAMY Safari. This is the Cozy Cream from the Strawberries and Cream collection that they did. I have it here in the medium nib, and inside here I have Pilot Kirasami. So I can show you what that looks like in a swatch, as I did already swatch that for you in a previous video. So it looks like this. It's a nice cool tone gray, so that's what I'm going to be using to match my daily journal. So I'm just going to make a small swatch here, maybe just like a little one like this, just to show the ink, and we'll write in the pen. So LAMY Safari, This is the Cozy Cream. And I mentioned that this is a medium nib. In the past, I've purchased both extra fine and fine, but I really like the mediums. So for the ink, it is Pilot Aero Shizuku Kirasame. So we have a nice neutral starting off the month. So that is for this one right here. Next up, I have my weekly journal. So this one, I kind of want to bring in some blues, as this one has a lot of grays in it too. So I want the writing to really pop. So for this guy, I have chosen a Kaweco. This is the Iridescent Pearl. I actually haven't used this one in a while, but I have a medium nib in this one, and I do have Diamine Twilight inked up in here, which is a really, really dark blue color. It's really, really pretty. So I'm excited to use this one. As I said, I haven't used it in a while. It's been maybe a few months. But I think this color pen is perfect for like the winter season. It's going to be really snowy where I live, so that's why I'm excited. It kind of looks like an icicle in a way. So this one, as I mentioned, is Diamine Twilight. I don't have a swatch in my swatch book ready, so maybe later on in this video I will do a swatch of it and add it to my swatch book, but that is what I'm going to be using for my weekly journal. So what I'm going to do is actually, we'll pop it in here. I have one of these Superior Labor pen clips, the dual ones. So I can add that there now. For my reading journal, which was this guy, the Hobonichi, I want to go for something a little bit brighter because the blues in this one are a little bit bright in the kit. So I have my brand new Twsbi. This is one of the latest releases that they did. It just released, I think, in December of last year. So this is the Sky Blue. I love this one. I have like the perfect ink inside it, and it is Pilot Iridescent Iro, which also means like sky blue. So I feel like this combo is like meant to be. I feel like I won't even change it once this ink is finished. I'll just be inking it up with the same ink over and over again because I think it's the perfect match. So this is definitely a brighter blue, but I think it'll match that kit as I showed you earlier. So this one is Twsbi ECO. This is my newest one. So let's write Sky Blue here, and I did get it in the fine. So this one, again, is another Pilot Iridescent inks. These inks are some of my favorites, so you'll probably see me mentioning them a ton. So Arrow. And I think what I'll do is I will leave a link to all these pens as well as the inks down below in case you guys are interested in purchasing them. So for that guy, I am going to actually put it in the pen loop so that it's with the journal. So we'll pop it in like that. Okay, and then for my A5 Daily Duo, that's an A5 ring bound planner. I actually haven't put down my kit yet. I just printed this today. This is a new release in the shop, so I'm going to use my Twsbi Diamine. This is the 580 in the version 2. I love this. I'm actually using this right now in my daily journal. So this will be actually carried over into January because I love the ink so much. It is Pilot Tsukio. I don't think I have it in my swatches yet because I didn't have the cards back when I inked this up. But yeah, I will probably do that at the end of this video. So I'm gonna re-ink this one up and we'll use that to match the Leah Floral sticker kit that I'm going to be using in my daily duo. So once I put that sticker kit down, I think this will be a really good match as it has some beautiful blue tones in there. This is one of my favorite blues from Pilot. Pilot Irizuku does so many blues, but this one, and I really like Konpeki as well. I was almost going to use Konpeki also this month, but I felt like I should use a different blue. So this is the Diamine 580 version 2. I have it here in a fine nib again, and this one is another Pilot ink. Like I said, I really love these. And this is Tsukio. So this will be carried over into January, and I just love how it looks. It definitely reminds me of like a winter pen when you see the blue ink in there. So that one is going to be for my daily duo. And then the last one that I am going to share today is my new Pilot Decimo. This is in the pearl white. This is actually the latest pen that I just acquired. It only came in a few days ago. So I'm going to be using this in my personal rings, which is a functional planner for me. So if you guys are interested in checking out my more functional planner spreads, I do have videos, flip throughs of that planner on my channel. So this one is Pilot Decimo. I actually prefer the Decimo over the Vanishing Point right now, as it's a little bit more slimmer in profile and lighter, so I find that I can write for longer without getting fatigued. So this is a fine nib, and inside here I have Diamine Earl Grey. So this is another gray. It's a bit lighter than Kurosame, which you saw at the top there. I'm going to be using this for my functional planning. So let me show you the swatch of Earl Grey. I just did it the other day, so that's what that looks like. So those are the 5 that I have chosen to use for this month. I'm really excited about it. Like I said, I will leave the rest of the space blank so that I can make notes throughout the month, or maybe at the end of the month, on what I thought about each pen combo. But I'm really excited about it. I'm just gonna put this off to the side now because we're pretty much done with that. But I do want to swatch those other 2 inks that I didn't add to my swatch book, so that I can catalog that and make sure that I have that in my collection. So let me grab the bottles and we'll do a little swatching. Okay, so here I have 2 different cards from Wearingeul. I have the water droplet and the fountain pen bottle. I like to use the Pilot inks for this one and the Diamines for this one. So let me go ahead and get started. This is the Tsukio. So that's what I have the Diamine Twsbi inked up with. Again, like I said, one of my all-time favorite inks from them. I love this color. It goes with a lot. So let me do a swatch. I love the color. It's so pretty. I've been using this in my daily journal for the second half of December, as I felt like it matched the kit that I was using in there. But because I love it so much, I'm going to use it again for another month. So we'll go into January. Okay, so there we go. That is Tsukio. And I'm just going to use the pen to write in the name here so I can add it to my swatch book. Tsukio. All right. Got the U there. Okay. So I'm gonna let that dry, put it off to the side, and I will do the same with Twilight here. Twilight is Diamine, and that is what I have this inked up with. Twilight is a bit darker than Tsukio, and it's less green. It almost looks black sometimes. Oh my gosh, look how gorgeous that color is. Okay. So again, we'll just write it in with a pen. Here we go. So you can kind of see the difference in the two colors there. Okay guys, I think that is everything. I will be adding these to my swatch book once they are dry, but these are the 5 pens that I'm going to be using for the month of January 2025. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, it's kind of a new thing for me, so I hope you guys will enjoy it. If you guys have any suggestions on inks or pens that you think I would like, you can leave them down below. Let me know if you are into fountain pens, and if so, what pens and inks you guys are going to be using for January. As I mentioned, I will try to leave links to all of these inks and pens down below. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys, have a nice day.